welcome to today's vlog. Starting this one off quite negatively. I've lost my debit card. What a fucking disaster. I always do this. I don't have a wallet. I don't like carrying wallets around with me. I just find it like a waste. The only thing I use in a wallet is my debit card, and I fucking lost it. That is great. And what I'm doing now is I'm trying to retrace where I went yesterday or last night. I went to Asda after I trained, and that's the last time I can remember having my debit card because I paid for something. So I'm gonna head down to Asda and actually ask, do you have my debit card? And if they don't, I'm gonna be absolutely very upset. But sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video. I hope all is okay. I'm just pissed off, man. Fucking debit card. I do this all the time. I do this at least 3-4 times a year. Fuck's sake, George. Shock. It's in Asda. Someone handed it in. I've done this, I literally did this 4 weeks ago. I literally got to my car and I thought, fuck, where's my debit card? And I had to go back into the actual store, and she was like, you dropped the debit card, by the way. I left it at the self-checkout till. This is prep. This must be prep head, because I've been doing this too consistently now. Fuck's sake, but thank you. So macros for today are as follows on the screen now. 225 grams of protein, 300 grams of carbohydrates, and 50 grams of fat. Roughly looking at about 2,550 calories for anyone gives a fuck. That's my train day macros. Rest day macros are slightly different. Obviously what I do is I have a reduction in carbohydrates, roughly about 50 grams, and an increase in fats of 20 grams. I really like this approach. I think, of course, if you're in a calorie deficit, I think you should utilize a rest day as a calorie burning day for sure, but that's a complete another topic. Why implement lower fats on a train day compared to a rest day is because on a train day I want to prioritize carbohydrates. It's our primary energy source when it comes to food, and of course on a rest day I don't potentially get, or I can't get as much dietary fat in on a train day because 50 grams is a crazy amount. So on a rest day the increase to 70 allows me to get some more dietary fat in. That's the rationale behind it. Meal number one is coming up right now. What I typically do is I fast for about 2 or 3 hours in the morning, get some work done, go for a walk, get to my steps and all that kind of shit. Then I start eating roughly about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, which works quite well for me. So find yourself a little routine, all that type of stuff. Find what works best for you and then crack on with it. So meal number one is coming up, and I absolutely love this meal. Oh, what a fantastic meal. So we need the following. We need some asparagus, we need some mushrooms, and we also need some egg whites. So I use the Fry Light spray, the 1 calorie spray. I use butter. Fantastic. But just be careful, if you are dieting, per spray has 0.1 grams of fat. Now of course that's nothing. If you're in a surplus, if you're bulking right now, whatever, just spray as much as you can. But if you're dieting, just be careful, because you've had 10 sprays to that's 1 gram of fat. So just be cautious. So I pretty much add 1, 2, 3, and guess what? I don't even track it because I don't care. I just be very consistent. Although it looks poverty, just be careful. Just be careful. So if you season your egg whites, this is the combo which you, or if you just season your eggs, if I'm honest with you, this is the combo which you need to be using. The ground cumin as well as the smoked paprika. And yes, before people ask, I do weigh this shit out, because when you're in prep or when you're in a deficit, you want to keep every single variable as consistent as possible. So normally I sprinkle about 1 gram into here like that. There we go, that's 1 gram. And I'll zero it again, get the old paprika out. And then normally I'll do about 1 gram again like that. Perfect, just like that. Then you stir it in. Game changer. Egg whites go into the microwave. I'm sure many of you know how to cook egg whites. I will shove that in there for 1.5 minutes, stir, 1.5 minutes again, stir, and then maybe 30 seconds, and it should be good to go. Staple meal number one, breakfast. We have 300 milliliters of egg whites, 140 grams of mushroom, 125 grams of asparagus, and we have 2 whole eggs, as you can see right there, with a little bit of the anabolic mustard on top. Supplements wise, in the morning, what I will take is I'll take 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, the one I'm using from bulk powders. Check my recent video out regarding the actual supplements I'm using right now. And I'll also take one vitamin D3 tablet, 500 IUs. Yeah, 5,000 IUs, sorry, of vitamin D. That is pretty much meal number one. I'll sit down and probably watch Love Island right now. It's getting a little bit better, Love Island. It's still shit. Yeah, I'll still watch it. Even if it's shit, I'll still watch it because I've watched every single season. For me, if you're a Love Island fan, season 2 is the best one. Hands down, season 2 was fucking epic. There was so much shit going on, but now it's all different. They're already famous before they go in, so they already kind of know what to do, whereas beforehand it was just random people going in and they'll just fucking shut up. But it is what it is, as they say. So it's that time. Those two beautiful eggs. Whoa. Here we go. I've said this before prep, I would always flip my egg. Now, I have my eggs, they've got to be runny, like the top it has to be runny. Hey, look, I cut round the edges like that, a little white bit, and obviously save the best for last. So second one going straight down the old gob. 3, 2, 1. Fucking hell, that's good. That is really, really good. And it puts a smile on my face. Perfect. Normally have my little 10 cal Hartley's, is it Hartley's? Harley's? Yeah, Hartley's 10 cal, but I'm trying a new one today, so not sure how it's gonna go. This one is blueberry and blackcurrant flavour. So normally have the cranberry and raspberry, but I'm experimenting with something new, so hopefully it tickles the taste buds just as well as what the other one does. I'm willing to give it a go. If it doesn't, it's going straight in the bin, because I'm not having that shit. You know, I'm very picky with food now on prep. You've got to be very picky. It's great.
Oh, obviously, I wish we could just sleep out here together.
Nicole?
Yeah, it's what you can work.
Pretty peng, not gonna lie.
Bet you could.
Yeah, pretty good. I don't know if you can see that, but we've came to the local DPD to see if I can pick up a parcel. I don't want to wait till Monday. I don't know why I'm doing this. Basically, it's a pre-workout from Insight MV Pre 2.0, but I don't want to wait for it on the Monday because I might not be in. I don't know what time it's going to come, so I'm thinking if I can pick it up earlier, because it does say it's meant to be here. Oh, it's just confusion. I'm praying to God that I can collect it today, just so I have it instead of waiting till Monday and not knowing whether I'm going to be in or not. So smart thinking, if I'm honest with you. So can we just sit here, and if you're watching my videos, let's just pray, can we get that parcel? I've had good luck today already by finding my debit card. Can we please have some luck to get this parcel? Amen. Fucking do it. I'm weird, innit? What's going on? Well, that was bloody annoying. Basically, I don't even know why the fuck am I implementing this in the vlog. I do not know. Because it's due on Monday, it's like locked away, so he can't get it. Don't know why, like just unlock the door and get it, but there we fucking go. That is not good. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, that's from Love Island. I've said that twice in the vlog now. It is what it is. It's contagious, that shit. This is on like what can I say? Industrial state. This, yeah, DPD is on industrial state, and all I can smell is like hot cross buns and bakery. It smells unreal. So I might just sit here for about 5 minutes and just smell all the fucking pastries and shit. Deary me, but that's not successful. No, 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 no. Came into TK Maxx again because they sell this. Now this might be helpful for someone. It's basically like a microwave steamer, so it will steam your veg when you put it in the microwave. Simply what you do is you put your veg. I see James Hollinshead IFBB Pro do this, so I got this tip from him. It's from TK Maxx. You basically put your veg in here, and then you put a little bit of water in there, and they have like this little hole bit here, so you press that to let some air in. Put that in the microwave 5 minutes, it'll steam your veg. I've got fucking advice, like I'm just giving free advice out here. They should pay me for this shit. You get this from TK Maxx, so I'm gonna buy this and give it a go and see if steaming my veg will make it taste any nicer at all. So TK Maxx, you can see why it just puts a smile on my face, because it's just fantastic in here. Like little bits like this just make that extra little percentage of your life that much better. You know, little things like this. I didn't even think about this beforehand until I saw the video. So I'm excited to try this as well. Mad what prep does, or mad what TK Maxx does to me. Love it.
Look at him! Yeah, they're all
the dreaded watch of your oats. You don't want to fuck these up, because as soon as you turn your eye like that, you'll look back and they'll absolutely be fucked. Make sure you watch your oats. I'll probably watch it like this, I do. Fuck the radiation or you get off the microwave. I'm not fucking up my oats, I tell ya. So pre-workout, usual staple pre-workout. I've had this for pretty much 99.9% of my prep so far. 130 grams of oats, 30 grams of a whey isolate. Then we're gonna have 85% of the dark chocolate. This one's from Co-op. This is like Co-op's basic or original or Co-op's version of the Lindt dark chocolate, which I normally have. I have about 20 grams of dark chocolate to get some dietary fat in. I'll also put a gram of pink Himalayan salt on top of my oat. Rationale behind the Himalayan salt is it just has more minerals and it tastes a little bit better. It's nothing fancy. You can use normal salt if you would like to. Macros will probably be on the screen for this meal. This is my pre-workout meal. I'll eat this about 60 to 90 minutes before I start training, and then we're ready to rock. So just driving on the way to the old gymnasium. I quite like these pre-workout talks where when I'm driving to the gym I just kind of ramble, kind of keep it raw, tell you how I'm feeling, and go through a topic. So if this is something which you want me to do more often, who fucking knows, who gives a shit, then of course let us know. But one thing I wanted to mention is it's just motivation and how I'm feeling right now, being obviously of course 21 weeks into a deficit, 21 weeks into prep, and how my motivation is feeling. Of course my motivation is still high. I'm gonna complete this prep either way, but what I've noticed recently in the last, let's say about 4 weeks, is my motivation just before the gym is meh. It's just meh. I have to almost sometimes force myself to kind of, come on George, let's go to the gym. And once I'm in the gym, my motivation is fine. Like I completely forget about that aspect of things. But beforehand, like an hour before actually going to the gym, I'm just like, wow, like I really can't be bothered to actually go to the gym, which is something which I go through these phases of where it's quite repetitive with what I'm doing. It's kind of feeling tired, you know, feeling weak, feeling small, know that I'm not going to be able to progress lifts the way I wanted to lift them. It sometimes demotivates you, and just general day-to-day tasks, like I've mentioned in the past, become that little extra bit harder, especially whilst you're in a deficit, of course. And being the percentage I am in body weight or body fat, I should say, it's not ideal at all. It's not comfortable, it's not maintainable for sure. Yeah, I've definitely found that my motivation has dropped recently, and I have to kind of almost push myself to go into the gym. Once I'm in there, I can have some amazing sessions. It's just the thought process of going. And how I overcome this is just, right, the worst thing you can do is honestly sit around and do nothing. Like if you ever ate your pre-workout and you just sit around and mong out, like I've done it, I'm guilty of that fucking so many times. Whereas now I just kind of almost tell myself, right George, 35 minutes, 45 minutes has gone, get up now, start filling my logbook, I start filling up my intra-workout drink, I start preparing myself, I put my gym clothes on, because I know that if I put my gym clothes on, I'm going to the gym. So little bits and bobs like that as well I implement, and that seems to be working somewhat. But of course, I'll always be honest with you, I'll always be real. Lately, the motivation for me to go and train hasn't been relatively high, or the thought process, and that's cool, that's normal. Like you can't be motivated all the time. Of course, I will never give up on the goal, but motivation here comes and goes, and that's very normal. And don't feel like, oh, my motivation's dropped means that things are not going well. We all go through those phases just in life in general.
Hi, double cycling.
Oh, you're right. Can I get a double espresso, please?
Yeah, anything else?
That's it, thank you. Remember the days when I used to get a light frappuccino? Those were the fucking days. Now I'm sticking to double espressos and shit like that, which is annoying. Let me give you a live taste test of this shit. Oh god, not even in gear. Get in gear, George. Yeah, strong coffee that. Whew. Hopefully it'll wake me the fuck up, because I am not awake right now. Wake up, George! Right now! You little shit! Just wake up! Fucking wake up. You never guess what I've done. Of course, this morning I lost my debit card. I rocked up to the gym and I've got no cash on me. I haven't even brought my debit card with me. What the fuck is going on? Like literally, what is going on with me? Like today has been such a bad day. I don't know if this is prep or me just being brain dead or whatever the fuck is going on. I'm nearly stalling the car. I forgot my debit card. Oh, I just spent literally like £2 on espresso, and I don't even have money for a fucking gym. Ah. What is going on with me today? Oh, I'm actually just fucking thick shit. Well, I don't even know. I can't even explain. So despite the drama beforehand, I luckily was able to get into the gym. I can't remember your name, the geezer that I was working. I do apologise, mate, but he just let me in for free, which was really nice of him. So thank you, because I would have had to drive home and then drive all the way back, and it's like a 30-minute drive each way, which wouldn't have been ideal for me. So geezer behind the counter, I very much appreciate that. Diving into this workout, despite the issues, it was a pretty good workout, not going to lie to you. My focus wasn't there to begin with, but I had a little pep talk to myself, and I got on with things, which was fantastic. Pull-ups, I started off with pull-ups. Now, I really want to program pull-ups first, or I recommend doing them first, because I really don't connect with doing pull-ups like third or fourth exercise in. I'm just thinking about moving weight from A to B and actually just trying to get every single ounce of effort, to lift my body weight up without actually thinking about what exactly I am doing. So I would always recommend you programming pull-ups first. I find that people connect better with them, and they're kind of an overall good exercise to warm up on. We then moved on to barbell rows. Now, my back is a weakness for sure. I've identified since being in a calorie deficit on prep that potential areas which I thought were weaker are my stronger points, and the vice versa. So the movement, or fucking hell, George, the body parts which I thought were my strong points were my weaknesses, and definitely my back is a weakness, which I thought was actually a strong point. And if I'm honest with you, the reason why it's a weakness is because I've avoided the hard stuff for such a long time. I haven't really properly invested into deadlifts since being on prep. I've invested into deadlifts a lot more. RDLs, this barbell rowing stuff, I used to avoid for a long time because I simply used to be not good at it, and I've never been honest with myself, and now I've been honest with myself, thinking, fuck, I do need to improve on these movements which are going to build the density. Like a deadlift or an RDL is going to build some crazy erectors. If you can progress, add 50-60 kilos over a year or two on your deadlift or RDL, you're going to see some improvements from behind without a doubt, and that's something which I've avoided. So always be honest with yourself, guys. If you're sitting here going, right, I've avoided these movements because I can't load them, I'm not very good at them, oh, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to bother doing it. And that's something which has opened my eyes, especially on this prep, is be honest with yourself, and it's all about being honest and working on the areas which you aren't very good at, for sure. So this session was good. Barbell rows, we did a chest supported row. Again, I'm trying to brace into the pad when it comes to the chest supported row, driving my elbows back. We did a seated row on the floor next. I think that's really, really good. I hate people that lean too far back when they are rowing, so I like to keep my chest up and drive the handles into my lower kind of abdominal area and contract the fuck out of my erectors. And then moved on to some trap work, some rear delt work, and did some isolation work on the biceps. I always recommend doing movements which you connect with when it comes to arms, so don't be doing movements which you just don't feel, if that makes sense. Did a little bit of posing here, but the lighting was shit. I didn't know how good the lighting was here, so I just fucking threw around a bit of posing. I'll see you next clip. So a pretty good session in the books, despite the drama beforehand. Luckily I was allowed to go in for free, which was quite nice, and that took a lot of stress off my shoulders, so that was good. Overall session performance wise was okay. Like I am maintaining my strength on some particular movements. Of course, when you travel around at different gyms, the movements, the plates, the load in the dumbbells all weigh very differently to what you're used to, so it's very hard to dictate how well you're holding onto your numbers. But the good thing about lookbooking is you can look back at what I previously did at that particular gym, and I managed to maintain my numbers despite the almost 3 pound drop in body weight this week, which I feel absolutely fucking shit these last couple of days, to be honest with you, despite seeing that drop on the scales. So yeah, overall, I mean, I can't really complain too much, if I'm honest with you. When I'm driving home now, so I've got roughly about 25-minute drive home, the goal for me is to really bring down my heart rate right now. So of course, before we start eating food, that we really kind of want to ensure that we are set up really well for uptaking nutrition. So I'm going to try and get my heart rate back down to baseline. It's already at like 51. My baseline heart rate is roughly mid 40s at the moment, which is really super low. Getting that parasympathetic state, and as you're leaner, you will be able to get in a parasympathetic state or a relaxed state a lot more efficiently compared to someone who's fatter or a lot heavier compared to me, for example. So that's my main focus here. The goal was to really kind of focus on relaxing, listen to the radio. I'm going to listen to a little bit of talk sport, talk about transfer rumours and stuff like that, and just relax now, because the training and all that type of stuff does take out of you. It really does. So yeah, I'm rambling, chatting a load of fucking waffle, putting my foot down, breaking the fucking speed limit. Get me home and get me some fucking food. Hey. Post-workout meal is very straightforward. We have 2 bagel thins, the tomato and herb, squirted a poverty bitter ketchup on top there. We've also got some mushrooms, egg whites, and some turkey mince. Squirted some mustard and some ketchup on there as well. That is my post-workout. Very exciting. Supplements wise, post-workout, I'll take my magnesium glycinate. I'll take 2 capsules of those, which is 200 milligrams, and that's pretty much it. Heart rate is back down to baseline, and then I'm going to enjoy this. So yeah, fun stuff. That absolutely looks okay, to be fair. It looks okay. Some people may give a shit water-wise. Right now, I am drinking roughly about 5 or 6 litres per day, just keeping it very consistent at the moment whilst being on prep. I'm not kind of tailoring water. What I do actually is I tailor water towards the end of the day. A lot of people complain about, you know, I'm waking up at, you know, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock going for a piss, but they're drinking like 1.5 litres before you go to bed. Use your fucking brain. No fucking shit. If you neck water before you go to bed, you're gonna wake up in the middle of the night needing a piss. Ideally, I get all my water, or most of my water, about 3/4 of my water done by, let's say, 5 o'clock, and after 5 o'clock, I just sip on water when I really need to sip on water. That helps prevent me getting up in the middle of the night, going for a piss and all that type of stuff. I still get up, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is gonna stop me pissing completely, but it will help. It will definitely help. Taper off your water intake towards the end of the day. Keep your water intake consistent. That is what I would recommend. Anywhere from, you know, it depends, you know, 4 to 6 litres is something which I'd recommend. Females maybe a little bit less. I'm giving tips out today. Hopefully you're enjoying this. For my final meal day, I absolutely had a nightmare. I didn't even fucking record it. That just sums up that video. That day was just dreadful, weren't it? Just absolutely appalling, which is not good, but I was gonna say it is what it is then, but I've said that like 3 times in this video. What has Love Island done to me? It is what it is. But my final meal, as you already know, 150 grams of oats, 35 grams of whey protein. I like having oats pre-bed. It kind of makes, I look forward to that meal. That's really important. And if it allows me to stay on track, if you have more of your calories towards the end of the day because it makes you stay on track throughout the day, then that's perfect. But at the end of the day, you're still reaching the goal. You know, change around your food choices a little bit in order for you to stay on your goal and not binge eat or do anything like that, then that's absolutely wicked. So yeah, perfect. You have my support Neuromax for that last meal. I also take some more magnesium, and I take a supplement which I've been using from Foresight. It is a sleep management tool, I believe, which is upstairs in my room. I put my blue light blockers on, I rest and all that type of stuff, which is good. But yeah, yesterday I had an absolutely woeful day. I want to showcase how real, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, we all have those days, don't we, where just things don't go our fucking way. I just want to showcase that for people, and I could easily just not record that day and, you know, fucking edit half the bollocks out. But I want to keep it real. I want to showcase just things which you guys can relate to and just feel, hang on, I'm not the only fucking one that's doing this. George is doing this as well, and George is suffering. That's kind of what I'm eating right now, and though the macros, you already know what the macros are, I'm eating that very consistently every single day on my training day. Very straightforward, very not changing a thing, and that's what it is when it comes to contest prep or calorie deficit. You just need to be religiously consistent with what you are doing. Very straightforward, religiously consistent, and it will very much reward. Manage and nail all your variables the best you possibly can to manage your water intake, salt intake, sleep, food choices. All of that, you'll set yourself up well for a successful diet phase. Very straightforward, and that's the reason why I'm in this position right now, eating, you know, roughly on average per week 2,900 calories, and I'm 146 pounds right now. 5'6" and 8 weeks out of my show, and I'm, you know, just under 3,000 calories on average a week. It's just being smart with what you are doing, very straightforward. I'm gonna leave this video here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, comment down below phone. I appreciate everyone that watches me. We are 8 weeks out now, coming around very quickly. Tomorrow, I'm gonna give you an update video. Many people don't really give a fuck based upon the views I've seen on the internet. No one gives a fuck about the updates, but I will for the people that do give a fuck. I'll update you tomorrow. And then I'm gonna record another refeed day, so showcase some good food being ate. If you look forward to that, please let us know in the comments down below. And if you guys wanna see, of course, please let me know. And I'll see you guys in the fucking next one, you little cunt.